Okay, what if our reality wasn't actually the final destination, but more of a training ground? Today, we're diving into a really fascinating paradox. Why would some advanced, higher dimensional being willingly choose to be born right here into our super complex and, let's be honest, often challenging world?
So right off the bat, here is the central mystery. It just seems totally counterintuitive, doesn't it? I mean, why would you trade a higher plane of existence for all the struggles we face down here? Well, the theory we're exploring suggests the answer is not at all what you'd expect. See, this isn't a demotion, it's a mission.
To really understand what this mission is all about, we have to start with the price of admission. Turns out there's a fundamental rule for entering this reality, and trust me, it changes absolutely everything.
That's right. According to this whole concept, the one and only portal into our human experience is the long, kind of tedious, and very biological process of being born. There are no shortcuts, no instant teleportation. You've got to start from square one, just like everybody else. But why?
And this is the crucial part. Birth triggers something called the veil of forgetting. It's basically a total memory wipe of who you were before, of your higher dimensional existence. I mean, think about it. Imagine trying to play a video game for the very first time, but you already have all the cheat codes and you know exactly where every enemy is hiding. The experience will be pretty meaningless, right? So this veil, it ensures the experience here is genuine, it's raw, and it's completely authentic.
So, the entry condition is a total memory wipe. Got it. Now, let's explore the playing field itself. What are the rules of this reality? Or, as it's called in this theory, the matrix.
And the term matrix here isn't just a fun sci-fi reference. It's actually connected to the word matre, which is Latin for mother. So the idea is that the matrix is the reality you are literally born into, the simulation you enter through your mother. Kind of cool, right?
Now, this simulation operates on two primary levels. First, you've got 3D reality. That's the physical world, the space we all move through. And then there's the 4D reality, which is our movement through time. They're two different things, but they are completely tangled up with each other.
Let's break this down. Think of 3D as giving us the structure, the what. It's the physical stage, and it's all made of atoms. But 4D, that provides the story. It's the when and the how long measured out in seconds. It's only through the passage of time that we can accumulate experiences and memories, all that irreversible data that actually defines a life.
You've probably heard this classic phrase before. It perfectly captures this whole idea. It suggests a kind of dual existence, right? You're physically here, participating in this reality, but on some deep, forgotten level, you know that your true nature comes from somewhere else entirely. Or, to put it in more modern terms, you're in the matrix, but not of the matrix. Think of it like you're logged into a game. Your avatar is completely immersed, living by the rules. But your true self, your core consciousness, it isn't actually defined by the limitations or the goals of that game.
Okay, so we know how you get in, and we know the basic rules of the game. Now it's time for the biggest question of all. Why? What on earth is the ultimate objective of this entire, incredibly elaborate process? And here it is. This is the core premise. The consciousness, that 5D being, isn't being punished. This isn't some fall from grace. It's an immortal being that is still, well, incomplete. It's here because our reality offers something it simply cannot get back in its home dimension. And the key action word here is encode. The whole purpose is to use the 4D experience of time and consequence to permanently integrate qualities like empathy and compassion. It's not enough to just observe them from afar. You have to live them, to feel them, to make them a permanent part of your fundamental code. So let's just trace the whole journey. You start as this powerful but, still raw consciousness. Then you enter our world through birth, and you accept that veil of forgetting. You then navigate all the complexities of life with the deep underlying goal of encoding the nuanced data of compassion. And the result? You emerge from it all as a complete being. And that's the end game. That's the entire point of this difficult, beautiful, and often painful experience. It's to level up, to become qualified for even higher states of existence, states that require a deep and coded understanding of these complex emotional states. So, let's bring it all home. Let's answer that first question. Why would a 5D being choose to be born here? Because it's the only way to truly grow. It's not a step down, it's a necessary step up. Our reality is a crucible, a training ground for ascending to an even greater state of being.
And that leaves us with one final, pretty provocative thought. If any of this framework were true, what experiences are we having day to day? What lessons are we really learning? And maybe most importantly, what data are you choosing to encode into your consciousness every single day? It's definitely something to think about.